If I learned something in my years of trading is that traders are afraid to lose their edge in the market. And I got this email recently of someone asking about what if you send your strategy to someone to code and you have them code the whole thing? Wouldn't they be able to cheat you and take your strategy and take all your money with it? Something along those lines. Today I thought I'll give you my thoughts on this here, answer that question, and we got a lot to talk about. Alright, so when it comes to trading strategies and having an edge and losing it and someone taking it away from you, I found something very interesting. It's the fact that traders who know their stuff and they're confident, they've been trading for a while, they don't care about sharing their strategies. They don't mind. They could easily share everything they do with you because they know you probably won't do the same thing and step by step exactly the same because you're different. They'll just want to change strategies every week. They won't really stick to that one thing they teach you. So most people are happy to share what they do. I find that people who are scared to share what they do and they don't want to share the rules, or they think they have a secret way to make money, these people usually have something to sell, or they are not confident enough they can make money trading yet. They haven't been trading for long enough to see that trading requires a lot more things than just a strategy. Sure, you can have a strategy, it could be good, but what about your mindset? What about other things you do on the side? What about your habits every week? These things also add to your edge. It's not about just the rules. It's about things around the rules that you do to keep it up. So the thing you gotta ask yourself is, if I give my edge to someone and that person takes it and then I lose my edge to the market, the first thing I'm thinking when I hear this question is, if you have to give your edge to someone else and they take it and then your strategy fails forever after, you lose completely your edge because they copy you, probably your strategy was not good enough in the beginning. Probably it was just not solid enough to make you a living in the market. Something that will make you money in the market long term is gonna have some robustness. It's going to be solid. It's going to have some logic behind it. Not just a series of rules that someone can copy and paste and make money or take away your edge. Now, actually, you could go the way of having them sign a NDA so that they don't share what you do. Or you find a way to pay them based on performance. You find a way to have someone code your strategy, but you pay them only when it gives you results. A bit tougher to do, of course, because people don't want to wait, but you could try it out. I see a lot of people have issues with finding a coder to code their strategies, and sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go well. The coder could be completely useless and not know anything about coding, and then you pay them and then they don't code anything in the end. What works well for me, I found, is having someone on your team who you can rely on, who you know for a couple of years, who you know will do good work. That stuff kind of helps. So you ask for other traders what kind of coder they use, and you go that way. But honestly, if you go in the market, you have an edge, you're afraid to lose it, you lose it. You gotta find ways to keep that edge up. And part of it is some people have a discretionary factor to it, where the discretion plays an edge. For me, my strategies are pretty well systematic. They're very rule-based, very clear-cut. But I always have a bit of discretion here, where some setup I don't take them because I have other rules. Some setup I do take them because I have different rules. It won't change the whole thing, but it's going to change a few things. And I know for a fact that even if someone copy what I do, even if they take the same rules, go on the market, do the same stuff, and they code an algo with it, probably they won't have the best results, because I know some subtleties, some things that these people don't know. And I've become the master of it. I've worked on the strategy I trade today, maybe for the past 6 to 10 years overall. So I know these things is or not. I'm able to figure out what things work, what things don't work. And I really know if I have a bad month, what happens and why it's happening. So all these things are part of your edge. It's not just about the rules. People will think that way usually don't have a very good edge, or things tend to fall out pretty quickly after that. But if you want to have an edge that will last in the market, make it based on logic, make it based on principles that have been around for a long time. Don't make it necessarily based on the newest smart money concept or something that you've just heard about, but use principles that people have traded for many, many years. Trend following is a very basic principle, where people have been buying the trend, buying pullbacks. Now, these pullbacks could be different. They could vary over time, of course. It could be slightly changing, but that could be a simple principle. Buy the pullback, and then you hold for a longer term. Or it could be as simple as you find candlesticks to trade reversals. It's very basic principles that have worked for many, many years, will continue to work, and that's kind of how you build an edge in the market long term. So I hope this answers the question. I hope it gives you some thoughts about really how it is to trade full-time, some things that people think about or don't think about. I've definitely met people who are afraid to share what they do and afraid to lose their edge, trade full-time. There's very few of those out there. Usually it's a short-lived period, because traders default like to share. They like to share what they do. They like to hear what other people do. They like to combine some knowledge and kind of learn that way over time. So if you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this and what you think. Make sure to subscribe if it's not done yet. I publish these videos like this 3 times a week, and I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.